There's no place to escape to.
This is the last street.
On the left. That's when the cannibalism started.
What was that?
Hello, welcome to the last stream on the left, everybody. We missed everyone.
So much.
It's been so long.
I missed every one of them.
Everyone, and we're in Los Angeles. We're all together in LA.
I know, it's weird.
Yeah. I haven't seen Corey Feldman yet. I haven't seen Corey Haim yet.
They're dead. Well, no, Corey Feldman's alive.
Corey Haim.
Corey Haim, he died. He was molested to death.
Corey Haim is alive. Corey Feldman is dead.
No, Corey Feldman's alive. Everyone knows that. He's in a band now, and he sings on the morning shows.
Apparently, they're saying blind items, and this maybe is a bit of a spoiler, is that part of the reason why he's been okay with touring, and he's kind of been backing off the touring, and the reason why he's not talking about his molestation scandal as much as he used to is because he got paid off.
I know. We talked about it on page 7.
$1 Million Man, hubba hubba hubba. Who
I don't
has
think
the
it was
money
$1
to
million.
make the plans?
I think he cost $55,000 to shut up.
So what?
Corey Feldman.
$5,000?
But in terms of just to say I didn't be molested no mo, I wasn't no moleste.
All of my high school bullies. I'm gonna start doing a Venmo me. Give me money.
Wait, well, you got harassed by groups of boys.
Men.
And you were technically,
I don't know. I don't want to get into it.
Well, you were molested by them.
Oh, come on.
You were never molested by an adult when you were a child, right?
I was never in a movie.
So you're saying that it's okay.
Let's move on, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so we got a bunch of videos. It's my week. I got a mandate this week. I don't know if these videos are any good. I really don't.
I don't
frankly.
think, to be honest, I don't think they are.
No, probably not.
Either way, I'm here. I support you. I'm with you. Here, we're in the same room together. We're in the same room. Look at this. Burbank. Beautiful Burbank, California, where I saw an old woman on the street yesterday, completely nude from the waist down with a sweater on. You saw the bottom of her nipples hanging on the bottom of her sweater, and she literally was crying like a baby, going, just rubbing her fucking pussy all over the street. Los Angeles.
That's kind of a strange way to sanitize the streets there.
People here say Ben didn't lose weight, he just grew taller and stretched out the weight.
Thank you, chat. You know what?
Thank you.
And that's why you're needed, chat.
That was done by a person who called themselves Wonky Dong.
Oh, I like Wonky Dog.
Yeah.
All right, we'll also be taking some phone calls, so feel free to call in 818-351-5234.
And again, remember, you're calling into the show. I'm going to start this spiel right now, A&W. Is that when you call into the show, you need to entertain it because then it's empty air once you get on the fucking line. So
that's it. You're the star of the show then. But let's go to our first video. I really don't know what it's going to be. Maybe a big head walking down the sidewalk. That's possible, or something like that.
I don't know.
Like a head without a
I
body,
don't know
just
what the video
a head
is.
with
That
legs
is
and
one of the
arms?
possible videos that we could be showing. But this is really up to our producer, Eric, here.
Well, you definitely
Full discretion.
you sent in videos, right?
I did, yeah. No, I didn't. Yeah. Dude, I didn't forget to do it.
Disaster.
I didn't forget it.
The New York Post
this is
reports
good.
that the man who beat serial killer Jeffrey Dahmer to death inside a Wisconsin prison says he did it because of Dahmer's creepy sense of humor, which
didn't like
included
his
turning
humor.
prison food into fake limbs covered with ketchup to resemble blood. Christopher Scarver, who was sentenced to 2 life terms in prison for killing Dahmer and another man at Columbia Correctional Institution in 1994, said the confessed cannibal would leave the fake limbs around the prison where others would find them.
That's
The
funny.
newspaper quotes Scarver as saying, "He crossed the line with some people, prisoners, prison staff. Some people who are in prison are repentant, but he was not one of them."
He was trying to have fun with it.
Zero concern for the scores of men that he murdered, but he just didn't like a sense of humor. So, Henry, this guy, you're dead.
I don't understand.
God.
Technically, that is very funny. That's better than raping and murdering, right?
Yeah.
Being funny?
If you can take whatever
Yes,
your
having a
spiritual-
dark sense of humor is much better than what Jeffrey Dahmer actually
So
physically did.
are you seriously asking if it's better to be Jeffrey Dahmer or to be us?
Henry Zabrowski.
Jeffrey Dahmer, first of all, had the guts to really make a change in his life.
He had guts all over
He was
his
trying to
body.
go. It's really hard to find someone to love, someone who will stay. How does one make love stay? Oh no, sir, no, please, por favor, por favor. Is that it?
Kind of a home
Philip
improvement. By the way, one of his, the person that survived, a victim that survived Jeffrey Dahmer, the one who ratted him out to the police, actually got sentenced to prison for murder himself.
Cool.
So I don't,
He wasn't picking from the best crowd.
I guess not.
But when it comes down to all comedians, of any stripe, you write what you know, right? And what does he know better than anybody else?
Humans.
Exactly. Sawing off human bodies. That's funny. I would have laughed my ass off and be like, Jeffrey, get these out of here.
You have to, he's sort of, what's the name of the chick who ran Facebook there? Lean In. Lean
ran
In.
Facebook?
She runs Facebook.
Mark Zuckerberg runs
Facebook. There's a woman that's involved in running Facebook. It's called Lean In.
Martha Zuckerberg?
We'll call her Martha Zuckerberg. But that's all that Dahmer did. He leaned into the persona of being a cannibal because he really was one.
You make a bit. You make a bit out of it. You're having a good time with it.
Yeah.
I just understand because also he's great at sucking dick.
I
Now
don't
that
know.
he's in jail, it's just like, so why are you complaining?
Yeah.
He's sassy, running around. He's still got a good body. He has nice eyes. He's got a soft mouth. Yes, maybe back in the day he made a lot of mistakes, but now he can be gay. He's open in prison. Technically, this should be the best time for him.
I would imagine his throat and mouth skills are incredible.
And that is a little foreshadowing for our Timothy McVeigh episodes, which will be coming up very soon this week. And thank you all so much for waiting. It's been a bit of a delay. We're working on it. We had a lot of changes going out, but everything will be back to normal very soon.
We're transitioning.
Yes.
We're moving into a new studio, and it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yes.
Check it out. Real
All right.
soon.
Should we go to the phones?
Okay.
Let's see who we got. Now, Henry, you want to tell them something?
Again, just remember, I got a Deathgasm shirt on.
Who do we got?
You're on the phone. Now it's your time to entertain everyone. Please, for the love of shit.
You're the
just
star.
do something fun. Say something funny.
You're Jillian Anderson.
Good evening, boys. It's fucking Key Bump.
I'm actually almost afraid to start with Key Bump because now everybody's got to live up to Key Bump.
Oh, I think people can live up to Key Bump. What's going on,
Yeah,
buddy?
it's all good. It's all good. I just want to tell you guys we missed the hell out of you. It's been rougher than shit, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
2 nights I had 80% of the trailer park at the back of my house with a goddamn projector screen up waiting for the last stream that never streamed. Everybody thinks I'm a damn liar.
I'm sorry.
They
man.
know me. No, they know
I've
me.
lost a lot of faith in the community, boys, I'll be honest.
And that's a small community. But you know what's the best part about your community? You can pick yourself up. Go get a new community anytime you want.
Yeah, that's true. If it's a trailer.
Yeah,
with wheels.
or you just burn the sumbitch down, you know.
Fuck yeah.
So I wanted to tell you guys I had a little experience recently. I was in Atlanta for the Sweetwater 420 Music Festival in
Hell
April.
yeah.
Sweetwater.
Had a great time.
I had 4 Sweetwater
3 days in a
420s
row.
on the plane here. Sweetwater 420, I have to say, it's an incredible beer. Check it out. I'm serious. It's great beer.
It's the best beer for when you're having more than one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we get to the venue. We have a good night Friday night. We have a good night Saturday night. Friday night I was ended up about 3:30 in the morning at a Waffle House in Atlanta.
Hell yeah, dude. Which one?
Downtown.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah. Right by Centennial Park.
Yeah, that's back.
And,
That's where the homeless are now the Olympians.
Yes. And this place was packed ass. Evidently there had been a prom or some event going on. So it was standing room only. You had to place your name. So I said, hey, it's Key Bump. I need a seat for 2. And the guy with me was about 6'5", 285. And we make an odd couple because I'm about 5'10", 150, dripping wet.
Yeah, you and me. But it's me walking around with the fucking old gargantuan here everywhere we fucking go. You should see us in a goddamn
You're
plane.
not-
It's
You're not
exactly what it looked
155
like,
dripping
except
wet.
I'm in.
Yeah, what are you talking about? 5'10",
You know,
150?
I've got a
That's
mullet
me.
on. I've got 4 or 5 gold rings on, bracelets, all kind of shit.
Hell
Daisy
yeah.
Duke shorts on.
Got to.
And the hostess calls it up, Key Bump, and everybody just kind of stops and looks. We get up and we go and we get seated. About 20 minutes into it, a wild-looking partner of mine that goes by the handle of Cool Breeze walked in with 2 cracked-out hookers on his arm, and he said, "Oh, goddamn, it's the Key Bump!" And everybody in the Waffle House, including the cook, and everybody was like, "Oh, fuck, that is the Key Bump."
Now, did you get extra waffles?
No, but the wig I wear is made out of a weave, and so it was attracting a lot of attention after that. It got felt up several times.
My question, can I ask you a question here, Key Bump? I don't want to, ruin the mystery. But what's your real name?
Oh, God, man.
I just hope it's not all I can hope for. I don't.
You'd be like, oh yeah, we know that fucker.
My
I
payment.
think
No,
it's
absolutely. You don't have to tell their name. But I'm just hoping that it's not something like Greg. You know what I mean? I hope that all of a sudden
No.
you're like, it's Alessandro. You know
I
what I
hope
mean?
it's
No.
Jeffrey Beauregard Sessions.
I have another question
We're
for you,
talking
Keep
to the
Up.
Attorney
Keep
General
Up.
right now.
Now, you live in a
Yeah,
trailer
but-
park, right?
Yep.
Now,
Good one.
do you know any one of these fucks that call them tiny houses?
Yes, they try to bring them in this area. We're running some bitches out.
You running them out, right? What do you do to
Yep.
scare someone in a tiny house?
Usually we slide naked pictures of their old lady under the door. If that don't work, we barbecue a goat in their backyard until the fire department comes.
That might give me a stay. That sounds kind of
Man,
good.
And if
now
that
they-
doesn't work, we go into the Alabama Swapper magazine and we put an ad in for free pygmy goats. Just come after 6 p.m. And so you come home from work and there's 5 or 6 cars of
Heard you
raunchy
got
people
free
in your
goats.
yard looking for free shit. Yeah, I got them goats, man.
That's brilliant. Well, thank you for calling in, Key Bump. We missed you. We're
Love you
back.
guys.
Love
Hail
you
Satan,
too,
brother.
brother. Hail yourself. And now I've got to get an issue of Alabama Swamper.
Man,
Wow,
now
that
we-
sounds like an incredible magazine, and I am kind of upset if it doesn't exist that it doesn't exist, and if it does exist, I'm upset I haven't seen it yet.
But now they got Tiny House Hunters. They
You
got
are
Tiny
so-
House
oh my God,
International.
I understand.
Tiny House Paradise.
You don't
New
have
one-
to watch these shows.
Yes,
you
I
can
do.
watch whatever you want.
No, it's what I turn on HGTV at night in order to just let the noise go away for a second.
It doesn't though, because all you do is scream about the tiny houses, so actually it increases the level of noise.
I hate them.
By the way, there's a new Man versus Food. He's still not nearly as good at eating
I am
large
s-
quantities of food as I am. There's another show called
Ginormous Food.
Ginormous
Ginormous
and he
Food.
doesn't eat the food.
If that piece
Henry
of shit
Zabrowski, Ben Kissel,
ever-
we're coming to your
I
town and
am
we're going to eat
finding
the
his
biggest
fuck-
piece of
What's
food.
his name? Eric, do we know his name? Dickies?
He looks like
Do
Ed,
we know the guy from
what's-
Ginormous Food?
he
This
looks
fucking
like,
piece of shit.
What's the name of the redheaded musician? Ed Sheeran?
Yeah.
Don't even say the
it
name.
Sheeran?
Yeah,
Sheeran.
He looks like that guy, but if that guy was like slightly more attractive.
I want to kill that guy's family.
You can't say
People
that.
have been sending me. I can say it.
I don't know if you can threaten to do that.
These guys have been posting pictures up. Unfortunately, I look slightly like him, but I'm calling him out. And if I see him on the streets of Los Angeles, Josh Denny, I'm calling you out.
The guy from
I'm calling
Gigantic
you out.
Food.
And how? You know what we're doing? Fisticuffs fight, right?
He would beat the living shit.
No,
out of
he
you.
fucking would
You're
not.
5'3". That is not strong.
Yeah, it is. I can slap you around. I'll slap him around, and if I beat him in a fight, 3-second
You're not gonna
pinfall,
beat him in a
Yeah, I
fight.
am gonna fucking beat
How
him in a
would
fight.
you beat him in a
Josh
fight?
Denny, I'm gonna find him. I'm gonna pin him down to the ground, and if I beat him, I get the show.
When was the last time you were in a fight? When was your
Mentally, Twitter,
No,
today.
no, physical. When was your
I don't
last-
need. Look at me.
No, physically.
When was your-
have you
did you-
ever physically been in a fight?
Yeah.
When?
Childhood. But I remember
Who won?
I did because the kid punched me in the nuts, and I went "Ugh," like I made this noise, like I was trying to act really scary, and then he went, "Oh man, oh!" And then I clocked him in the head because that was when I was this size in elementary school, and then I stopped growing.
Ah,
Sit down.
one of those kids.
I'm just saying you don't support me, and it
I
comes down
don't
to the
support
fact
you physically assaulting a man's family because he's on a show where he eats mass quantities of food.
I will kill him and his family, and
I don't think you-
I will go and I will find each member
You know
of
what?
them.
We're going to be in Milwaukee this weekend, and we cannot wait. I'm going back to my home state of Wisconsin.
If Josh Denny's there, he better come
Josh
find
Denny
me.
is not
We'll
gonna
put
be
him on the list for the show so he can get in for free.
For some reason, I don't think he's going to show up.
Come find me.
This next clip, this is a Milwaukee tradition. It involves Gigantic Food, and it involves them racing. This is the Milwaukee Brewers. These are sausages. And this
Milwaukee
is a...
Brewers, the baseball team?
Yes, they do a sausage race, and so I wanted to show it to sort of like, show some love.
Why don't they just call them the fucking Steepers?
I don't know. Because
Brewers
that would
is
be
a
it's
terrible
a family
name for,
event.
But it's a fucking terrible name for a
brewer.
baseball team. Yeah,
Miller-
Brewers are not
It's
athletes.
Fucking...
I'm feisty today now.
It is Miller Park. It is Miller that's the home of it is Milwaukee. That's where they're the Brewers. Beer is the major export from Milwaukee.
There's upper baseball
Not
players
anymore,
just
but-
sitting around
Baseball players are notoriously drunk.
I guess that's true.
Yeah, that's when it was just like white people that used to just get trashed, and it all looked like a police benevolence
Benevolence.
softball
good old days.
tournament.
Basically,
But,
when someone is
not
me,
for baseball.
someone with my body could have been like a baseball star.
You're in the pros immediately. If it was 1930s, you're in the pros. All right, let's watch this sausage race. Now this is very big, and you'll notice
wow.
number 3 is you, Henry.
Ladies and gentlemen,
This is the
it's
game within the
time
game.
for the
I mean, it's
world
more of a
famous
mascot
Clement's
race than a
incredible
sausage race.
edible
This is what
racing
ISIS watches.
sausages.
This is what they watch to
Wearing
get
number one is
pumped
the
up.
Clement's bratwurst. Number 1, bratwurst. Wearing
That's your
number
German.
2, the Clement's Polish sausage.
That's you.
Number 2 is Polish.
Yeah.
Wearing number 3, the Clement's Italian sausage. Number 3,
Oh,
Italian.
Mother
Wearing number 4,
Manny.
the Clement's hot dog. Number 4, hot dog.
Who do you think is going to win?
I go with hot dog.
Okay, Marcus is with hot dog. What do you think, Henry? You got to bet $5 on this.
Come on, hot
Polish,
dog.
fucking Polish sausage.
Race
Polish
time.
sausage.
Stand up
I
and
already know
choose
the
the
answer,
race
so I
to the
can't
finish
bet. We
line
got
just past
$5
first
going.
base. Here we go.
Come on, hot dog.
Sausages on your marks. Get set. Go.
Do not immediately
Here
fall
we
down.
go.
What kind of lean was that by Polish?
Polish.
These guys are going
Kinda
all
shitty.
out.
Oh,
Look at
guys,
this.
They're
sausage
women.
up front.
Are these
up front.
women?
They're
Come on, hot dog.
women.
Hot dog up
They're
front.
hot dogs.
Hot dog up front.
It's Italian.
Watch this though.
Oh, he's gonna fall. I know he's gonna fall. Come on.
This is intense.
Come on, hot
Where?
dog.
What happened to Polish?
This is a
Come on,
good
hot
one.
dog.
Hot dog.
Hot dog.
Henry, you owe me $5.
You owe
$5.
Marcus $5. You have to give him $5. Hot dog is the winner.
America
Isn't that
always
fun?
wins.
Pay him up. Oh, you gotta pay him in ones, huh?
I got
a poor man's
$4.
version.
Looks like you got a lot more than that.
Yeah, it's mine. That's mine.
$4.
I will take your $4.
That is just.
That's fun, right? And then you hear, and then you watch the game. Okay.
Baseball's the worst sport.
It is interesting if you want to go get drunk and watch a bunch of people kind of slowly move.
But I could do that without spending $30 for the tickets and then $10 for the hot dog and $9 per beer. I can do that. I can get a 6-pack for $6.50.
God.
I can sit on a bench and watch kids play in the park.
You sound like an uncle who is like, I got it all figured out.
I
You
do
idiots
have-
with your families, but I've got to figure it out. I'm saving money. I don't have a friend.
I don't need anyone else.
Why would you?
But it's because you don't need anyone else. Technically, in this life, all you can do is depend on yourself.
Viciousness on the chat says, or Vision News says, hot diggity dog.
Yes.
I agree. Hot diggity dog.
diggity
indeed.
dog.
All right, let's go to the phones. 818
Okay.
351 5234.
Now, you're going to call into the show and you're going to expect a lot out of us, but you're actually going to get the opposite. You're going to get very little out of us. You're now live and last stream on the left. Please entertain everyone. There is 740 people listening to you. Fucking do something good.
Nearly 1,000 people.
Hey, Henry. I met you at Troma Dance last year.
What's up, dude?
This is Avi.
Avi, what's up?
Well, so you had that panel at Troma Dance last year?
Yes, I remember about
Avi,
the
did
offensive.
I meet you at the zombie crawl?
Yeah, you did.
Okay.
Good, yeah. It was about offensive comedy and entertainment.
Yeah. So there was a short film like right before you called something like The Passion of Alfred or something. And the person who directed it, 4 months later, she was in the news because she was fired from her job as a baseball vendor for being an avowed white nationalist.
Oh, not good.
Well, and that's not good. Even if you're a Washington Nationals fan, you still can't call yourself a nationalist.
Nationalists never do that.
Don't do that. That's a strange
Yeah.
nickname for
She
the
was
Nationals
at
fans.
She was at the festival.
You know, you never know anybody's secret predilections. You know what's interesting about me? I love macarons, the French cookie. And that's something you wouldn't
Nice.
necessarily
French
know.
president.
What?
Macron, the French president.
I don't give a shit
I
about
thought it was
France.
macaroons.
No, macaroons is the coconut thing that Jews make.
Yeah,
No, it's not. It's not even
Yes,
true.
macarons.
I can vouch for that.
Yes, which is something that I enjoy.
Thank
his
you
name's
for-
Abby.
Well,
Yes.
so is she dead now, or she's no?
I think she moved to South Korea. I don't know what happened after that.
Great for her. Also, how was her film?
Oh, it was great.
See,
Well, she only showed part of it. Then she finished it, and it's really alt-right.
Yeah, she's a
not
white
nice
nationalist.
Good after that, yeah.
yeah.
All right.
That's
Well,
always a mistake.
It was great to see you at Zombie Crawl. Thanks for calling in, and I'm happy you finally got through.
Did you see Nadia White's
thanks.
breast in that?
All right,
During
leave
the-
it alone.
No, the zombie crawl had Nadia White's breasts all out of there. She's a gag
she
woman.
was covered up. She was covered.
Her nipples were covered up, which is the best part, which is very sad. She's a beautiful woman.
Very good, Henry.
You're just not joining into the conversation. You met right. You said you talked to her, and she was like, Ben, but your girlfriend Brooke was standing there. She's like, Ben, I'm a huge fan of the podcast. And then and Brooke was not happy with that.
I don't know if the nipples are the best part. I like the undersides.
You gotta have the nipples, cause you could literally, you just shave this
No,
under
it's
part.
like, it's like, cause you can't do like
the
like
nipples are
All
obviously
right,
the
you
best
do have
part.
to have the nipples. We've made that clear. Okay, so let's go on to another video here. Perhaps one that's large with a big head walking down the street. This is sent actually from Travis Morningstar. This is a Travis Morningstar class.
Titties.
It's just kind of scary.
What is this?
Very weird. I would
Never touch it.
I would give it money. I would give it money.
That is not funny, man. It's not funny. It's fucking horrible.
I kind of love. I would give it like at least $5 to $10. There's no denying that. All right, great video. Let's see. What should we do? Should we do another phone call?
Well, I'd love to do another phone call, but it's got to be somebody who's got something meaty, something big,
meaty.
something out there, something fucking fresh, something fucking with it.
All right, you're on with the last stream on the left here. What's going on with you, buddy?
Hi, my name's Bianca.
Bianca!
Hello.
So I know how much you hate tiny houses, Henry. But just bear with me. Imagine Ben, the largest man in a tiny house.
Every house is tiny. They're all tiny to me.
Every house is a tiny house to him. It's like a big coffin with a roof on it for him. I could see him buried in that. Buried up to his 6 feet above him.
I can see it because we're gonna have to do it that way.
Yes.
We're not gonna have any choice.
Definitely a casket the size of a house. I don't need to bury him.
You'll never find my body. I won't allow it. So this was more of a statement than a conversation starter.
I mean, we can have a conversation about tiny houses.
Oh, I can. I know for
I
a
don't
fact.
want to hear.
Because you know what they try to do is, right, they try to add a roof to it, giving them more room, and I think that's fucking cheating because in the end, it's all just roof. Right? It's a box. It's a fucking shack. That's got, and then all they'll do they'll add a front porch that's just a flap.
They're building a house.
No, it's a fucking shack. They're duping stupid white people that are out there because they believe in some idea of like it just came to them.
It's about making your global footprint smaller.
No, fuck your global footprint.
The smaller the house, the smaller the footprint.
You know how you make a global footprint real small?
Oh my God.
That's how you make it.
Buzz wire type thing. All right. Well, thanks so much for calling in.
All right, thanks. Love you guys.
Love you.
too.
I love you.
Love you.
I love you.
Thank you, Henry.
I love you.
Thank you. I love you.
You know what I think?
love you.
Well, imagine though a little person in a tiny house.
That's
and
just
it's
a
like he's
house.
in a mansion.
Mansion.
That's a
Oh
mansion.
my God.
You can
All
still
right.
bury him in it though.
You can bury anybody in anything.
Yep.
Basically.
Nah. It's gotta at least cover the dick.
All right.
Got to cover that dick.
Okay. So let's see here. Another video, perhaps.
You gotta do it.
This is. We talked a little. Maybe we could do.
Steve the
Star
Satanist
Whackers.
says that he thinks that Ben is going to outlive Henry and Marcus. I don't think so. I think technically Marcus is probably going to live longer than all
No,
of us.
Marcus is gonna die first. You're second. I'm last.
Yeah.
You think so? But you're
Yeah.
the one with the clots and the weakest heart.
No, my body doesn't break, man. I mean, other than the blood clot that happened when I was 20.
I'm definitely dying first.
Yeah, he's a tofu. He's thin on the outside, fat on the inside.
Yeah, you got bad blood.
Thin on the
No,
outside,
I'm
fat
not-
on the inside.
No, I'm not gonna die from something like that. It's just gonna be some kind of weird, bizarre accident.
The
It's-
refrigerator's going to fall on you and Carolina will have fallen asleep and you'll have suffocated.
Yes.
And then she's going to have to roll the fucking refrigerator off you and find your body. And she goes, no.
Bury him in the fridge.
Do you ever play that game with your girlfriends where you pretend to be dead until they shake you and they get
No,
worried?
you've talked about this. It's very disturbing, and we don't want to get into the disgusting sex life of you and your partner.
Do you ever play the fruit game? The fruit game is
This
when
better not involve any part of your body and fruit.
It's both those things. It's like when your girlfriend's in the living room and she's eating like from like a fruit salad or something like that, and you go in and you grab like a really juicy piece of pineapple and you eat it and you go, I'm the fruity boy. And then it just fucking comes all down your body. It just dribbles down.
We have yet to play that game.
You know the cameras are on. The cameras are actually recording this.
I do, because I was saying I'm working out so I can pick up Natalie and I can save her if there's a fire. And so I've been practicing picking her up and throwing her onto
Like
the
the
couch.
fireman's, as a fireman's challenge.
Yes.
But you're
She's my CrossFit.
okay.
Lift her up,
So you
pushing her up and
work
down.
out like a person and his prison bunkmate.
Yes. If I had a long, slender prison bunkmate.
Well, a lot of them are long.
But then I make her lay like dead weight.
Speaking of tiny houses, jail cell.
Ooh, that's a tiny little house.
Yeah, I bet you we could actually get hipsters in jail cells if we just market them as tiny houses, and then we lock the door, take the key, throw it in the river.
I honestly think in Williamsburg, people would move into a retrofitted prison.
We could probably shut down Rikers Island, reopen it as an apartment complex, and it would just be jam-packed, full of people, ready to have a great time on the weekends. Well, that's one of the plans. That's actually a great plan for my platform.
Is it weird that when Natalie lays her full dead weight in my arms, then I get hard?
Okay, so let's move on to let's see here. Should we do another video?
You're the one with the videos.
I don't know. We have a finite amount of videos, but we did talk about Corey Feldman, so maybe this one is from Randy Quaid, and so we can just listen to him. It's kind of long, but it's interesting.
He's my poppy. He's my
For the
pappy.
past 20 years, my wife Evie and I have been the victims of criminal activities perpetrated by a small network of individuals who are out to destroy us personally, professionally, and financially. This network of individuals is manipulating the banking system and the criminal justice system for the purposes of sabotaging our credit and our credibility.
I see her. All I see is her
Evie
getting
and
fucked
I
by
have
him
never
with the
had
fucking
any
Rupert
run-in with the
Murdoch
law
mask.
whatsoever. We are not criminals, nor are we fugitives from justice, nor are we crazy. We are simply artists and filmmakers who are being racketeered on.
Oh, definitely.
We believe there are to be a malignant tumor of star whackers in Hollywood.
Yeah.
How many people do you know personally who have died suddenly and mysteriously in the past 5 years?
Brittany
I
Murphy.
have personally known
Heath
8
Ledger.
actors, all of whom
Great
Whoa.
camera shot.
Is that cum? What are they doing?
A mistake.
all of whom I have worked with and was close to. Heath Ledger,
Yep.
Chris Penn,
Chris
David
Penn
Carradine.
was
among
275 pounds.
Star
fucking
whack.
died of
I
a
believe
cocaine.
these actors
No, he died
were
of cocaine
whacked.
overdose.
Star whack.
The other guy
And I believe
masturbated
that many
himself to
others,
death.
such as Britney Spears, Lindsay Lohan, and Mel Gibson, are being played to get at their money. In the meantime, many a celebrity's image and marketability is being co-opted and destroyed. Google helps out by keeping the negative stories near the top of a celebrity's webpage because it's the negativity that brings in the advertising revenue.
What are you talking about?
Powerful stuff.
In my own case, my ex-attorney Lloyd Braun has joined this tribe of bottom feeders by creating his own celebrity gossip website. What is wrong with that picture? When your own attorney starts defaming you, who do you turn to defend you? Lloyd Braun also claims to have come up with the idea of The Sopranos, so he's obviously familiar with the ways and means of organized crime.
Boom.
What?
Unfortunately, my brother Dennis has made matters worse by buying a house from Mr. Braun on property Braun originally bought with money he embezzled from me.
You've gone insane.
I recently discovered, much to my surprise,
poor
that Dennis
man.
is also on the deed to my Santa Barbara property. This is also the work of Mr. Braun, further confounding the validity of the transfer of my fully furnished property in 1992 to Mr. Bruce Berman. I have earned approximately $40 million throughout my career.
Now we
What?
just
I
go
have
down.
No, that is a lie.
participation
Oh,
in some
possibly
of my
true.
films.
Yeah. Independence
I am
Day,
being
top thing.
embezzled from by this monstrous ring of accountants, estate planners, and lawyers
No, it's called
who are
taxes.
mercilessly
and
slandering
fees
me
and to the
and
people
trying
that work
to kill
for
my
you.
career, and I believe murder me in order to gain control of my royalties. I wish to return to only one thing: work.
So does your client plan on
We
attending
tried to
the
get him
hearing
for
next
pretty
week?
face.
Really?
Client is intending to comply with the law in both
She's
jurisdictions.
kind of
We're
sassy.
going to
Yeah,
spend
now it's getting boring. Now we get the lawyers talking to each other.
So-
Now, we try to get him for pretty face, and we asked him, we're like, hey, is it legal for you to come work in the United States? And he's like, how much money? We're like, well, we'll get to that, but how much are you legal to work in the United States of America?
Right.
And he said, how much money?
Well, I believe he owes a lot of back taxes.
Yes.
Yes.
Which is kind of a problem. And, it's just he'll always be Cousin Ed to me, though.
That's
And
why I
what's
try to
so
keep
sad.
it to butt taxes.
I wonder, are we? I guess we're not allowed to show the video of him getting a blowjob from his wife while the dog is barking in the background.
Dickies, is that true?
I mean, I don't think it shows his cock.
I don't think that we're allowed to. I think that it does because he's getting
Well, when he's
fellatio.
fucking her behind and the dog is going, roar, roar, roar.
don't know if it's legal because I do think there's some nudity involved in
Can
that.
we play the audio from it?
I'll look for it.
Look for the audio.
Randy Quaid sex tape.
Just
Randy
put,
Quaid sex tape? All right.
Yeah, Randy Quaid sex tape.
It's
I
not
want to
really.
hear the audio again.
It's a strange sex tape.
Yeah, it's
that's
not
for
sexy.
Sure. No, it's not sexy. Although someone, I'm sure, was aroused by it, which that's fine.
Is
if
there
you are.
anybody on the stream that was aroused by Randy Quaid's sex tape and masturbated
I
openly
didn't
to it?
masturbate to it, but it made me think about watching
Randy Quaid,
something
you may
that would
remember-
make me masturbate.
What do you mean? It just made you masturbate?
No, it made me think of someone's like, oh, these are people having sex, so maybe I should watch something that people I actually want to see have sex.
So it was like an hors d'oeuvre.
Ooh. Not bad. Well, speaking of hors d'oeuvres, can we play that Ted Cruz video?
Well, I want to see if he's got this first.
Well, let's see. We'll get it.
Take a minute.
Okay, cool.
Yes, and someone in the chat says, "What is this Top Hat?" I think it was because that was a serious video. Maybe that was serious.
It was
But this
serious.
is speaking of Top Hat. This is very political, and this will give you something to chew on.
Federal spending specifying exactly what I would cut. It's
Look at it.
Get
Look
off.
at that. It's a tonsil. It's a
Tonsil stone.
tonsil stone.
Get off.
And then you see, you're
here it
gonna
comes.
want to vomit because he's here, and it's gonna. He's got. There it is. There it is.
Oh, I
And go,
never get tired
"Woo!"
of that.
That's one of the most disgusting videos I've ever seen. I don't know why.
Yeah.
It really freaks me out.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I mean, it's just like it's a man eating his own bodily leavings.
Well, how do you get a tonsil stone to begin with?
I don't know how tonsil. I think they just kind of work their way out back there and then work their way up
It's
into
like
your
gunk
lip.
or like sugars or something. All right, this is the Dr. Oz. We don't know.
Yeah, right. I think it's probably something like kidney stones, like calcium deposits that form somewhere. And
Do
then
you ever have a kidney stone?
No.
I had one.
I don't want any of them. I don't want to deal with that.
Yeah, if you wanted one, you'd be a perverse Marquis de Sade like
I don't know.
minister of pain.
I bet you Albert Fish probably would have loved a kidney stone.
Yes, you would, absolutely. But it was like this tiny little pebble, because your urethra is only like it's like a gnome's fist wide, and you go right through and just it's this little thing is, and you feel every corner of it like touch it until it got to the very tip of my fucking cock, right? And I'm
Do you
pissing
squeeze it out?
No, you have to piss, and your piss is going like this as you're coming out, and then it just goes like slowly breaches the fucking piss hole up out of you. You're like, and you're screaming, you're about to black out.
Yeah.
Woo!
It's like the Super Soaker. Remember the new Super Soaker where they had the try? It was a try shoot. Although it didn't make any sense. You could never shoot your friends with the side one.
I give it 1 star for Yelp, which is actually weird because Yelp actually means yell. And technically I yelled quite a bit. So technically I should give it 5 stars on Yelp because I yelled the most.
For your kidney stone. I don't know if kidney stones are on Yelp.
You ever had anything put up your dick?
No, never. Absolutely not. I
Not
didn't commit a
cotton
crime in medieval times. I haven't done anything wrong.
I've had cotton swabs put up my cock for testing for STDs a couple of times.
Yeah, it's definitely like, don't do it again.
Don't do it again.
No, I
If
would
you
not
did
do
it to me right now, I'd freak out.
Yeah, it sounds extremely painful.
If someone came in and popped you up on the table and just shoved it in there.
I want to see the guy from
Just me super hard. That would be a crazy, weird new Japanese game show. Guy gets super, super hard. Guy has to sit across from him, like shooting little toothpicks so it goes. Oh, someone told me to release my hair so they can see how much hair I have left.
The guy from Ginormous Foods already did that, though, Henry. So it's
Fuck
all,
you,
it's
Josh
all-
Denny. You coming after me? You're coming after my content? I'm gonna eat that ginormous food.
He doesn't eat the food. I think I would have done great. By the way, Joey Chestnut, we haven't seen you since July 4th. Joey Chestnut, 72 hot dogs.
Yeah.
He set the record. It was his own record, but there needs to be a little asterisk over it because Kobayashi isn't allowed to compete, and Kobayashi, I think, would really make him have to
He
have
got
at least
forced out.
76 dogs.
It's a shame what happened to him.
Oh, it's
in his
total.
career.
It's dog doo.
I mean,
And,
what was
that's
the
for
most
sure.
that Kobayashi ever got?
Kobayashi was still doing around 68, 69 hot dogs,
Not good
but
enough.
that was before they understood they had to get over 70. You always you go over the next hurdle. That's how it works.
Do we have that audio yet, Dickies?
I have the actual video here, and it looks like I could actually play it. I
Yeah.
don't see any.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah, I don't think
All
there's.
right, it's the Rupert Murdoch.
Yeah.
thing, right? Yeah. All right.
Yeah, I don't think you see anything in it.
Nope. You sure don't.
So this is Randy Quaid. For you millennials that are asking who this man is, he's a wonderful actor. He was in
Cousin Eddie from American Christmas or what?
Christmas
National
Vacation,
Lampoon's Christmas
National
Vacation,
Lampoon's.
Independence Day. Wonderful, incredible character actor. But even better, fuck artist.
Do you want the whole 2-minute thing with
Yeah.
the intro and
Yeah.
everything? All
Well,
right.
yeah, I guess, yeah. It's been a long time. It's been a minute since I've seen it.
Hi,
I'm Randy Quaid, and this is my wife, Evie. I help media giants News Corp and Warner Brothers Entertainment earn well over $1 billion for the film's Independence Day and Christmas Vacation. What did I get in return? A Warner Brothers exec, Bruce Berman, stole my house.
That makes no sense.
And News Corp's The New York Post continues to smear me to high heaven with a pack of lies. For good measure, Warner Brothers even had my wife and I falsely arrested 6 times by TMZ.
Makes no
Yeah,
sense.
TMZ isn't a...
That's really how it works. Hashtag PMC. Police media corruption. Ba-dum!
I don't. It's just...
Evie and I have been put through a living hell. A living hell of biblical proportion.
Biblical.
So how do we retaliate? What do we do? Well, I still have a few tricks too. This is the very same shirt that I wore in ID for when I saved the world.
Yeah! It was a movie.
Murdoch still haven't thanked me for. So Rupert, you want to fuck me? I'm gonna fuck you.
Doesn't
Evie,
really...
put this on.
Yeah. Honestly,
good
she's
Lord.
kind of hot.
She is.
I don't... They've been together for a long time. All right.
All right, guys. Here we go.
Here it is. The most unarousing...
Maybe you'll thank me for this.
Yay!
Oh, yeah.
All right.
No, you have to listen to the dialogue.
I understand there's a dog, yes. And the dog is traumatized.
The dog's doing it on rhythm.
Together, we'll wipe out police media corruption. Yeah, Rupert. Yeah. I'm back.
It's his catchphrase. He said his catchphrase.
Well, there it is. The world's most bizarre sex tape.
Honestly, I don't know if he was really fucking her.
No, of course he wasn't. She was fully clothed.
Did he pull her panties down?
No, he did not.
But he doesn't have to pull them down. All he has to do is just put them to the side.
He didn't put it to the side, and he was wearing pants.
Can you actually fuck while a dog is barking that
No,
close to
you
your
can't.
asshole?
No.
When the dog says, like you can feel the dog's lips right on your fucking ass cheeks?
No, that's not.
That's
not arousing. No.
There's a second one of those that is definitely much more sexual, much more graphic, where she's giving him a blowjob while he's passed out, sitting down on a chair. The dog is barking once again, and it's a lot longer. It's about 16 minutes long.
I will
Living
say,
like a king.
He is a fun follow on Twitter.
This is my
He is
question.
fun.
If you were making love, right, and the dog's in there, like licking your feet around, would you
No,
have
it
sex
doesn't-
while the dog's in
No,
there?
the answer is no. I wouldn't have sex if the dog was barking. Why would I have sex if the dog was licking my feet?
If it was barking, you wouldn't? Like,
No, you got to take care of the dog. Why is it barking? Get it out of the room. It's obviously doesn't want to be there. It's asking to get out.
It's like, my turn.
No. This show has ruined your brain. All right, let's do another phone call.
Hi, you're live on Last Stream on the Left. If you're any less entertaining than Randy Quaid having sex with his wife in a Rupert Murdoch mask, we're in trouble.
You won't be. What's going on? Thanks for calling in.
Hey, thanks for having me, guys.
Absolutely.
Love the
Thank
show.
you for having us.
Yeah, Magustalations.
Hey, thank you. I just wanted to give a quick shout out to my buddy Petey.
Okay.
He's the one that turned me on the last podcast.
Nice.
So hi, Peter.
Thank you, Peter. Tell yourself.
I just had a quick question for you because I listen to a lot of the serial killer episodes a lot, like back and forth when I'm at work. You mentioned Michael Jordan quite a bit when comparing people to serial killers.
Well, he's just a good example of somebody that worked hard, and then when it wasn't work for him, he fucking switched it up.
Yeah. Ben mentions Michael Jordan yesterday.
I mention Michael Jordan all the time, and I'll mention a lot of professional wrestlers. But when it comes to Michael Jordan, he does have some tendencies that serial killers have. Sheer sociopathy, He sees himself as king of the universe.
Extreme narcissism.
And we don't know exactly what happened regarding his father being shot on the side of the road in North Carolina.
Collateral damage.
There is a large contingency out there, conspiracy, that Michael Jordan got into some gambling debt. His father was sort of the one who got the brunt of the anger of the people that were owed money to. So instead of breaking that story, because this is the mid-'90s, the media wasn't what it is now. It wasn't what it was. It's not what it is then. Whatever. But David Stern forced him to retire for 2 years, and then he was able to come back after everything blew up.
Yeah, because it was gambling debts, and his father was a part of that. But
baseball went on strike.
That's just what happens when you love so much. If you love sports so much that it kills your father, you're a true fan.
Yeah.
There's a true fan.
Yes, I would not want to hang out with Michael Jordan ever, but I do think he is, his sociopathy helped him out greatly on the hardwood.
Hey, did you hear this rumor about him being a sociopath? It's a rumor around Chicago where apparently he would have like one of his buddies in the hotel room while he was like fucking a girl, outside of his marriage, just so that, he was a witness to say, yeah, Michael Jordan did not rape me.
All right.
Winners
Sure
win.
there were no rape.
Winners win, and I've done the same for Kissel, and I've done the same for multiple other people. I've been the guy on the
I
other
don't
side.
think that you would be nearly. No one would ever be like you, or you're a lunatic. You'd be. All right,
No one's you present in a room while they have sex, ever.
Thanks for calling in. That's very nice.
Like an umpire.
Yes, no, and a lot of people, they sign the waivers. That's what the celebrities do and things like that.
Yeah, you got to.
Yep.
That's common. That's like common now, though.
It's extremely common. It's very bizarre.
You got to get the NDA, right?
All right, let's do another video. Oh yeah, this is just fun.
What happened?
Your dad had a heart attack.
No.
Who's gonna watch the kids?
What about Buck?
Oh,
I
yes.
don't want him
Yes,
here.
I've seen this.
Next time you take off, why don't you hire a murderer to watch the house?
Hello?
I love this.
You ever hear of a ritual killing?
Are you crazy? You could have taken his head off.
How's everything?
Good.
You sure?
No, everything is fine here. Everything is fine.
He's a little out there, but he's responsible and he's family.
Yeah. Now that I see it, the lighting in that
love
movie is very dark.
John Hughes had a lot of very stark lighting.
Yeah.
And honestly, all of these movies, like same thing with Mrs. Doubtfire, when they made that into a thriller, be like, yes, obviously this is a deranged human being. He's an aimless, weird man who threatens to kill at least 5 people in that movie immediately.
Incredible.
He's a dangerous person.
Well, he lives right by the baseball stadium.
But what I do like, obviously, that's which always makes you a weird person.
That's dangerous.
But always what I liked about it is that he had a really hot girlfriend and he was an immensely fat man.
Well, it was difficult. He was working on the relationship with his girlfriend.
But she wanted him. She wanted to marry
I
him.
wouldn't say that she was particularly hot. So.
She was hot in that.
It's fine.
For him.
Can we find a picture of
she's
Uncle Buck's girlfriend?
Normal.
Wasn't it Roseanne's woman who played Roseanne's sister?
No, that was the woman that was the
Lori
neighbor.
Metcalf? No.
Lori Metcalf.
Yeah.
Who also think I had a weird attraction to.
Oh, sure.
Because you reminded me of like a, I'm not going to say a dirty ant.
No, it's more like a substitute teacher.
Yeah, all scraggly. She can't get a real teaching job.
Yeah.
Because of her past. She was never good enough to be a teacher.
I love John Candy, and I wish that he was given. You know, for a fact, he would have loved to play a serial killer in a film.
Yeah.
Oh,
Whereas
yeah.
you could get that dark side out of him.
I know the fact he would have loved to have played a waiter in a film so he could bring food to himself.
Ooh, Irish whips. Was
it Amy Madigan?
Maybe it is. Amy Madigan does sound familiar.
Yeah, I think this might be her.
Let's see.
Let's see it.
Yeah, that's her.
Yeah. She's hot.
She's just she's very attractive, sure, but I wouldn't say that she's just.
She's beautiful.
Yeah, she's a very pretty woman.
She's a big man. It just gives you hope, and
she's got a cuteness about her.
She was cool stepmom hot, according to Agent Jeffers.
Okay, that's good. Thank you, Agent Jeffers. That's right. She was cool stepmom hot. That is very accurate. All right, let's go to the phones.
Okay. Now you're sitting on the phone, wondering if we'll pick up. Well, we just picked
Oh
up.
my God.
And now
Hey,
it's
how
your
are
time.
you?
Oh God. Oh my God.
Oh
It's time
my
for
God.
you to tell your story there, girl. Welcome
my
to the
God.
live stream on the left there, you're live.
How are you? Thanks for calling in. What's going on?
Hey, oh my God, this is so cool. I'm from New York, so I need to see one of your guys' shows. It's like bullshit, you know?
You gotta find
I just keep
find Marcus where he lives.
I know, I know. I keep listening, and I'm like, But I do have a story. I've been like messaging like crazy.
Do it.
But Henry, I want your opinion on this. So
I'm locked in.
I have like 4 brothers, and the youngest one is like totally not normal. Like out of all of them, he's like a little off. But my whole family is like Portuguese, so they all speak Portuguese. But the youngest one, I've never heard my whole life speak Portuguese. And then my dad, like recently, just kind of told me that he's like in the CIA, but I don't know what he does. He doesn't like our whole family got like scoped out for what they do, and they could never like, you know, get any information on what he does. But he's always like weird, and the weirdest part is his voice is like different than everybody else's. Like he talks like really high pitched, and he's like really
Hi, Doctor.
Is this a national security concern? Are we ratting out a CIA agent here?
I don't know. They say he makes parts for things that he doesn't know what they go to. So I was like,
so you're saying your dad's a spook? You're saying your dad's a spook
No,
for the
he's
CIA?
her younger brother.
Your younger brother?
No, his youngest brother, who doesn't look like any of the other brothers or anything.
Youngest brother.
Yeah, and I just saw him 4th of July, and he's always like, "Hey guys," like very high pitched.
Maybe
But
he's suffering
like
from
40
something more. What if he hurt his throat?
Is it high pitch Eric from Howard Stern fame
No.
by any chance?
He died.
He did?
Yeah.
Why?
Something. He got hit by a truck or something.
No, he
something,
didn't get
something
hit
that
by
can
a
only
truck.
happen to Howard Stern's fucking whack pack.
No way.
Yes. But that's very
Yeah.
interesting. Well, he quite possibly could work for the CIA. If
You
he's
have no
super
information
cagey.
that's... Maybe he's with the KGB at this point, or the FSB.
FSB?
I don't know.
FSB. That's the new KGB.
But he's the only one who's like very out of touch, and his wife, it's weird. Like, his whole situation's weirder than everybody else's. His wife is like super like ethnic, so she can't really communicate with anybody, and so like they're like the most like I didn't mean it in a racist.
Yeah,
She's very
I don't
Portuguese.
know.
I'm Portuguese. It's like
I don't know.
Like
what it is.
ethnic as in like just super Portuguese?
She's Polish.
yeah. Like she will not connect with the family. Like they're so distant. But we'll have so many family gatherings, and it's not like we're like all like a mess up family, but like he's just like.
Do you
Very,
do you find yourself being very mean to him when he's around, constantly chastising him for his high-pitched voice or anything like that? Maybe it's you just torturing this poor
Maybe
man.
we're talking about how weird he is all the time and how he like doesn't fit into the family
My
and
family
how you don't
doesn't
like
get
his
me.
wife very much.
He kind of reminds me of Adam Sandler's character from Punch Drunk Love.
Yeah.
He's just got a bunch of girls screaming at him on a regular basis.
All my niece ever does is talk about my voice and how ethnic my supremely ethnically beautiful wife is. And I want to connect, but the problem is I sound like a balloon.
You're weird.
Honestly, I thought he was like semi-gray or like reptilianish because he's a really big Adam's apple too. It's like just weird. And I look at him, I'm like,
Well,
"Ugh."
now we're just mocking your
Yeah,
family
no.
members. Thank you so much for calling in. Hail yourself. I appreciate you. Well, speaking of weird people,
Maybe someone will believe I work for the government. Then I'll get him on the ropes. Yeah, that's good. High-pitched Uncle Greg.
Yeah. CIA, I don't mess with CIA. I'll tell you that much.
Do not mess with CIA.
They can kill you many different ways. Let's do that belching video, if possible. Speaking of people with strange voices, this guy spelled Beverly wrong. And,
Beverly.
I
I spelled Beverly wrong.
This will never end, by the way. This is 4 minutes.
Jesus. He apparently said out loud that he was addicted to meth. He was on meth.
Yeah. Which I don't. Do you burp a lot on meth?
Why not?
There's something very hypnotizing about this video. I did think of you, Marcus. I thought this would be one that only you enjoy.
But then I also kind of enjoy
I
it.
don't see anything unusual in a man burping all the time. Why does everybody? What's the interrogation about? Yes, I have a high voice. Yes, my wife can't communicate. My best friend, Robert Durst, he's got a burping problem.
He does.
That's not his problem.
No.
He's eating too many hot dogs and swallowing his gum.
And apparently meth. Yeah. He's just in prison, but he's loving prison. Speaking of someone who's not going to get killed in prison, Robert Durst is like a god in there.
Of course, because they go to him for financial advice.
Financial advice and lawyer advice. Any advice. If you have a mild education in jail or prison, you're a lawyer, you're a doctor.
Or if you can suck
you're a
in that
therapist.
dick until you're a fucking skeleton
Yeah,
with fucking
well.
no gag reflex and a tiny, cute little butt.
Again, we'll get into that in Oklahoma City Part 3. This just goes on and on.
Somebody get him some kind of Mylanta. This is a victim. This is not a bad man. Just because he's got burps and loose lips and a crooked nose and tiny eyes.
I spelled
That's not a reason to be some man. Just because a man has a high voice and a head that looks like a grape and I got size 4 feet doesn't mean I should also be mocked.
Your family makes fun of you on a regular basis on streams.
Why do people make fun of me?
I don't know.
Has it got to do with the fact that I have to wear oven mitts? Do I look like I have normal size hands? Or the fact that I dress like a Hubble figurine with my Lederhosen and Peter Pan hat?
I don't need the Peter Pan hat.
All right, let's see. We do have a couple more videos. How many more do we have, Eric?
We've got... I guess we do another 3 more.
All right, let's just watch one more. We only got like 7 minutes left, or we can watch all 3 of them at some point. But
all right,
we can do whatever it takes.
We can do whatever we want.
Long but worth it.
Let's see. Oh yeah, this is kind of
Little Wayne's Love Me is full of occultism. And these hoes love me like Satan, man. And these hoes love me like Satan, man. These artists think they're having fun worshiping Satan.
Hell
Lil
yeah.
Wayne shows proudly that he's demonically possessed.
Those are just bad contacts.
What these artists don't know is that Satan is actually making a mockery of them.
Oh!
Lil Wayne is shown with bugs crawling on his face. In hell, there will be bugs and worms crawling inside of the souls in hell who did not accept Jesus Christ.
But Steve Irwin would be happy with that.
As part of their torture. On earth, when a person dies, the worms consume the body, eating the flesh until there is no more. And afterwards, the worms die. In hell, the worms never die.
There it is. The worms never die.
But all the flesh is gone already, so you get buddies.
It'd be kind of cool to just be full of worms.
You got worm buddies.
Hey, I'm full of worms.
Talk to anything.
Wow, that's so funny. You're the first guy I've ever met that's full of worms.
Yeah.
Shall feed sweetly on him. To all those that think hell is a big
Uh-oh, here we go.
think again.
Think again.
This video also shows women who represent demons of different types.
It's one
The
type.
women in these cages are demons of lust. Some may be known as succubus. These are demons of sexual perversion, immorality, and homosexuality.
And they look fantastic.
Uh-huh. All right, that's basically the entire video, this person.
We get into fights all the time when we watch nature videos about how, like, I always root for the predator to eat the prey, and then Natalie gets mad but I was like, but the predator's got to eat.
Yeah. The predator has to eat.
So why be mad about the worms eating the body? The worms got to eat too.
I love worms. I used to collect worms as a kid. You got to punch holes in the top of your coffee cup, though, or can.
So you
Otherwise they die.
So you collected worms.
I collected a couple of worms. I named them.
Mm-hmm.
What'd you name them?
Fluffles, Ruffles, and Rubbles.
Hey, Mom, I'm your giant son. Remember when I almost killed you when you made me? Here's my mom. Here's my worm's named Ruffles. I found him outside. I won't let him go like he won't let me go.
I know.
You put dirt in there with them, or you just
put
throw
dirt
them?
in. You put some celery in there. Put a little TV. Yeah, have a little fun.
Oh, look, it's a little prison cell. It's like a little Jeffrey Dahmer.
Worms don't know. Worms don't know.
All right, I guess we should take one more call.
We can do one more call.
And so when you call in, just have a story, have something
You're
fun.
the final call of the night. Thanks for calling in.
Hi, boys.
Hi.
Great to hear from you. I have a few things to say. First of all, tonsil stones. Those are from a retainer night guard.
Caco stone?
Caco stone?
Pomple stones?
Pumple stone?
You're making fun of Ted Cruz for his tonsil stones?
Tonsil stones.
Tonsil stones. Didn't hear you. I thought you
we're
said
here.
Rumplestones or something like that. No idea.
Yeah, those are from a retainer or night guard, so he might have a lot of stress and be grinding his teeth.
Oh, good. Thank you for the insight.
I'm gonna be getting those then.
You're gonna get. You are,
Yeah, I'm gonna be getting because I've got my Invisaligns coming in on Monday, so I gotta go get that done. Because all these teeth, the reason all these teeth are all fucked up is because I grind my teeth so bad, they're all starting to bend
You gotta
backwards.
protect them.
Yeah.
Are you in the dental industry?
I'm not, but I'm a teeth grinder, so I'm sympathetic.
Are you like a teeth grinder, like on like Etsy?
Yeah.
Kind of like, or you just grind teeth with a sander, or
Yeah.
you do it
Well, I
to
think
yourself?
that's more of a teeth muddler.
Because it's weird to introduce yourself. Hi, I'm Betsy. I'm a teeth grinder.
Teeth grinder. Ugh.
No, I don't do the artisanal teeth grinding. It's more my personal time. Yes.
Yeah, cool. Well,
Sorry
I'm
to
glad you have a hobby.
disappoint.
Well, thank you for pointing that out.
Thank you so much. We've got a little new information
course.
here. Thank you so much, Haley.
And I also have a question for you guys.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Have you heard anything about the suspected Boston serial killer? And do you have any thoughts on that?
Is this brand new information?
It's been around for a little while. I don't really know what the heck is going on, so I really don't have any thoughts
There's
on
been
it.
a lot of young men disappearing and winding up dead from Boston, usually college-age men, but it doesn't seem to be the smiley face killer.
Are they
it
hot?
seems to be a unique situation.
Are they hot dudes
I
or
mean,
are they
yeah,
boys?
No, they're
No, they fine.
Yeah, so it's like cut dudes.
I don't know if they're all cut.
Yeah.
Man, that's awesome.
I mean,
it's bad.
I mean, they're doing okay. Yeah.
Hey.
Well, no, I mean, maybe it's a police officer or something like that. Who knows? But yeah, that does sound like the smiley face MO, doesn't it?
Yeah, it absolutely does.
Interesting.
Yeah, thank you. And
Well,
we'll-
yes, that sounds good. We can pick that up in next week's show.
Yes, we'll talk about it.
Yeah,
And
check
then
it out.
We'll do some bonus footage, perhaps, for our Patreon subscribers, and we'll try to crack the case of the Boston serial killer.
That's all I ever do is crack cases of beer.
Uh-oh, he's having fun. All right, let's watch another video. You've lost your mind. Oh yeah, this is just kind of fun.
I fucking hate you. I hate
I like this one.
I like this a lot. I don't.
And then it's just, I don't know what this is for. It's something.
Just imagining you sitting in your weird boxers. It's 90 degrees in your hotel room. You're just watching
There it
these
is.
videos.
It's a commercial. It's a Japanese commercial for a television show. That's it.
What's he saying? Rubber dog?
I think he's saying lucky dog, but I don't know if it's even English.
Lubber doll?
Lubber dog?
Lubber doll.
I love
Lover dog?
I don't want to get into all that conversation again.
Lover dog.
Any other videos?
There's one last one. From
Okay.
Travis.
Let's see if it's any good.
Let's do it.
Mystery meat.
I wonder what this is gonna be.
Oh, I haven't seen this one yet. Ooh. I want to go. Woo. Ooh. Oh my God! Look at this jackass.
College of Wizardry? I
don't know.
It's College of Wizardry. It needs to
This
be
whole
burned
thing
down.
is a nerd alert happening.
This needs to be taken off. This
Well,
needs
it's
to be
just,
taken
you
down.
know you're gonna have debt from this, and then you'll be like, so what do you owe money for? And you're like, oh, the College of Wizardry. All right. Well, I do actually want to go to this. Brilliant.
You will not. That's not a magical creature that someone would find a
creatures
bit
No, that's real. I like it. A big house. All right. Ooh, this is just, I mean, it's such a rip-off of.
It's just Harry Potter.
It's just
such
Harry
a
Potter.
pain in the ass.
She's got to sue. What's the name of Harry Potter?
J.K. Rowling.
J.K. Rowling's got to sue. All right, there we go. It's just nice that there are some schools that no one has sex at.
No.
All right. So thank you guys.
I think
so
it's the
much.
opposite. I think it'll play like have a lot of weird like.
Yeah, I'm just trying to making some ribs over here. I got into the roast mode.
Yeah, you did.
Wow.
Well, we'll be back. We're here on our normal time from now on. Tuesdays, 9 p.m. Check out the adult Eastern Standard Time.
Eastern Standard Time.
6 p.m. PST time.
Brought to you by
PST.
AW Root Beer.
And 7-Up.
7-Up is actually pretty good. This is
I
my
love
first 7-Up in a long time.
I'm a big fan of 7-Up. I like the citrus.
That is great.
Hail yourselves, everyone.
Hail Satan.
Hail Ging.
Congratulations.
Never molest a boy.